Leo, I hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for June 13th to the 19th, 2022. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice, hello fly, from your angels and spirit guides regarding June 13th to the 19th, 2022. But before we begin this reading, Leo, as always, I would like to let you know that you're very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. And if you feel that this reading resonates with you, definitely smash that like button and subscribe if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated, Leo. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what it is that would like to come through. I feel like I'm under attack by this mini fly. Like, you probably can't even see it on camera. I feel like I take the big ones over those small ones that can just go up your nose. I don't know where I'm going. All right, let's focus on Leo. Give me a sec. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here for you. All right, Leo. Very interesting here. Seems like you're going to confront some sort of deep mental issue within yourself that's going to lead to a lot more prosperity in the physical world, is what I'm getting for the 13th to the 19th. You have the Seven of Swords here, Leo, as your opportunity. And the Seven of Swords is coming through for this particular situation as you getting out of a sketchy situation so that you do not get hurt. You see that this person on the card is carrying, if it focuses here, Leo, they're carrying swords away from this kind of battleground so that they can't be used against them. So in some way in your life, I feel like there's an opportunity to get some sort of energy out of a situation so that some sort of energy cannot be used against you. And it's coming through as this could be some sort of action that you have to take. You have to communicate something to someone that may be a little bit uncomfortable, right? Like, the Seven of Swords is not a comfortable opportunity, but it is something that also recognizing danger around you. The Seven of Swords, Leo, does have to do with stealth, scheming, kind of plotting against someone. So for some of you, I'm getting it could be both meanings actually, where you're starting to recognize an incompatibility with something in your life. We're going to have to clarify to see what this is about, but it's very connected to the physical world for some reason. You also have the Nine of Swords here, Leo, in your challenge. So the Nine of Swords here is that you could have a lot of, like, not really in control of your mind for the 13th to the 19th. You know, this could be something that comes out, you know, it kind of, the Seven of Swords, like, the opportunity is to recognize a sketchy energy around you. And once you fully recognize it and you can no longer simply compartmentalize it out of your psyche and it sinks in, I'm getting that this is a momentum that may be very upsetting to you. So there's some sort of upset, but I will always say that you're catching something when it's small to remove it from your life and to bring happiness in. I'm getting that. Like, there's a deep lesson that you're also learning here, Leo. We're going to have to see what it's about. It could have to do with other people and competition with other people, because in your overall general energy, Leo, you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Pentacles, and you have the 5 of Wands. I'm even getting that if this does not have to do with love, the 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords, it actually has to do with career. And I'm actually getting career it's like, Spirit's like, yes, career for a lot of you. Because in your overall general energy, the 8 of Pentacles is working hard, working on your craft, improving your reality. 7 of Pentacles is also kind of like, enjoying the fruits of your labor. But then you have the 5 of Wands here, and this is competition with other people kind of play fighting. I am getting, Leo, in your career, I don't care what you do for a living, you could be working at a fire department, you could be working at CVS, you could be the CEO of a company. There's people who are going to try to knock you down a peg. I am getting that, Leo. And it could be very subtle, and it could be something that, once again, you've been trying to avoid. You've been trying to compartmentalize and say, no, my boss has my best interest in hand, and they want me to do what's best for the company. And now you're starting to realize, no, they actually don't want me to rise. Like something along those lines. This also could have to do with love, where I'm getting, Leo, that something happens from the 13th to the 19th where you realize, the way that we've been, because I'll show you, and it could be, this could be someone who was posing as a friend, but who was working as a spy in some way. I'll show you what you don't see coming, Leo. You have the Death card, you have the Sun card, and you also have the 2 of Cups. There's something that goes down from the 13th to the 19th that may be a bitter pill to swallow, but once you swallow that bitter pill, you're going to start to receive the benefits of that pill. And I think this is a pill of reality, of maybe you have an open enemy here, because you have the Death card, you have the Sun, and you also have the 2 of Cups. You have the Death card, you have the Sun, you have the 2 of Cups. I'm getting that you basically, Leo, and this is not going to be for all of you here, but basically there's a big ending here. We're going to have to clarify that leads to happiness, and also it leads to connection with another person. So I'm getting that maybe someone tells you, Leo, hey, did you realize that person at this job, that they've been like cutting your salary, or like they don't want to see you rise? And you're like, no, like you just compartmentalize it, but then the opportunity is the 7 of Swords. And pretty much it's like you gain a friend and you lose a friend. You gain a friend and you lose a friend. This could also be manifesting in love, but I'm mainly getting career. Thoughts about your career. I'm not even getting that you're going to necessarily leave a career. For some of you, this may be a big issue that causes you to leave a career, but for some of you, you're staying in it. It's not even going to be that bad, but the way that you go about your work is going to be very different. This could even be something that you learn about in a policy about your company. Like it could even be like, did you know that, it's something we're going to have to see. In the advice from your spirit guides, you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Hermit, and you also have the 3 of Pentacles. So you're going to have to think deeply about this realization when it comes to this earthly matter. The Pentacles also could have to do with family members. This could even have to do with lovers, but there's not a whole lot of loving energy here. I'm getting more so family members, a friend group, or work group. That something goes down. Spirit wants you to deeply think about this and make sure that you don't make the same mistake again. There could be a mistake, Leo, of you being a little bit naive, and that kind of comes to light. And although it's very beautiful, it's also very painful. Once again, you may gain a friend, you may lose a friend. Someone may be honest with you, but also you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Do not let this slow you down, Leo. Do not. Do not let this slow you down, especially when it comes to your work. You have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Pentacles, you have the 5 of Wands. I feel like that there could be an open enemy that you meet in your career, but it's like a video game. Like, life is a form of simulation. If you don't have people that are like, especially because you're a Leo, I feel like someone could be a little bit jealous of you. I do feel that. And it's like, don't dim your light just because there's a drama around you. This is what I'm getting, Leo. It's going to be for work for some of you. Now, let's go ahead and clarify the 7 of Swords. Let's go ahead and clarify this 7 of Swords for you, Leo, and see what this reading is really about. Why is the 7 of Swords here for Leo? For the 13th to the 19th. Someone's almost threatened by just the energy that you bring to your work. Spirit's telling me you bring a great energy to your work. Yeah. And it's almost multiple people here who are kind of being like, damn, she's good. Like, we cannot let this, like, I'm almost getting also the energy of a try-hard, right? You're ever in gym class, like, and like, this is not going to relate to everyone, but I used to be called a try-hard in gym class because I was like, I really love sports growing up. And so, like, when we were playing, like, a sport in, like, gym class, everyone, and, like, I would just be like, ooh, like, shaking and baking people. They'd be like, try hard. And it's like, pause. Like, what am I supposed to say that? I don't know. All right. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Sorry. All right. So someone may be calling you a try-hard. And that may be like, well, maybe you need to shift departments. Ooh. Seven of Swords. Why is this your opportunity, Leo? You're going to have to make a choice about how you're going to handle this situation, Seven of Cups. You have to make a choice about the sketchiness around you. How are you going to fight fire with fire? You're going to take the high road. That's up to your free will. But, I mean, something has to happen. Queen of Pentacles could be a superior. Hierophant, yeah, I mean, Seven of Swords is clarified by, this is your opportunity, right, Leo? It's clarified by the Hierophant and also the Seven of Cups here. This is going to be a disturbing news to you that some of you are going to be very, it's like people are playing politics, basically, and they have a political agenda. This could even be in your family, by the way. Like, they're calling you a try-hard. Like, you start to shine, you start to do good, and they're like, find a way to knock you down. They find a way. This is how are you gonna move beyond this with authority? This could even be in a marriage for some of you. Hierophant, Seven of Cups. You have a choice about, are you gonna deal with these games and play the game? And because you're a Leo, you're gonna find a way to win in the game. You are. But there is also this growing pain in your heart. Your challenge is the Nine of Cups, where you don't want to play the games. Or maybe some of you do, and that's fine. But, I mean, there is this energy, Leo, of like, how are you going to fight against authority while potentially keeping your job? How are you going to fight against a manager, like, without actually fighting against them? Like, so, I don't know. Like, and because it's like, a lot of you enjoy the work you do. A lot of you are good at what you do. You're good. And basically, there's people that are just like, they don't like what they're doing, or they don't like the fact that you're standing out, but you're going to stand out anyway. So this could be a death to a relationship with your manager that you thought was great, or with a family member that you thought was great. Let's also clarify why the Nine of Swords is here. Also, your belief system. I mean, once again, I'm getting an energy there. For some of you, you are being a little bit naive. You're thinking that just because in a company policy statement that we want all of us to work together and succeed. Yay! You don't think people are out for their own agenda? You're tripping, son. They are. So, I mean, most people, unawakened people, right? Yeah. So it's like you're starting to have this awakening potentially about like, oh, I see what this is. Even though you always knew what it was, you're like, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Nine of Swords. Why is he here in your challenge? You know, that was kind of me. Like, the energy of this reading is like, I'm going to keep shuffling, but like when I got out of college and I went into the work world, I read a bunch of self-development books, and I had this like really naive, ideal reality about how it was going to go in the work world. Like, everyone is on a team, everyone is working for the greater good of the company, everyone is out for their own like working together collaboration. And I found that it was quite the opposite. Like, even anybody who like they had a big ego, or they're trying to hide their ego, and everyone has an ego. And basically what you're learning is like, don't trust people what they say, trust the vibe that they also give you. And trust their actions and see through their mask. Like, I basically feel like someone was wearing a mask that you could kind of see through, but you gave them the benefit of the doubt, and now from the 13th to the 19th, like their mask slips off, and then you're like, oh, Yeah, I see. I see what this is, but then it's painful to see what it is. Okay. Right. Not good for the channeling. Maybe it is. Alright, why is the Nine of Swords here for Leo? Somehow this big conflict changes a relationship. Yeah, Three of Swords. Nine of Swords is clarified by Three of Swords. Broken-hearted. I mean, this could really change the relationship. Someone that you had a pretty good relationship. A Two of Cups. But that ends very quickly and things come out in the open. I'm telling you, something ends very quickly and it's illuminated, but that's also painful. The Death to the Sun card. So there's clarity. But there's also there's a big lesson, Leo, that you're meant to learn from this whole experience. And let me help you break it down. You have the Hermit here. The advice from Spirit is you have the Hermit, you have the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Your advice is to learn how the physical realm operates, and to learn the nitty-gritty, the things that none of us want to really admit. That there are these games that are being played, and if you just want to believe that they're not being played, you're going to probably get hurt. So what I would say here is what I'm getting from Spirit with this Hermit card, especially in your advice, is never to take the mask that someone wears to be a reality. You can never, as an awakened individual especially, the mask that someone wears, they're usually trying to conceal the opposite trait behind them. So whatever mask someone is presenting to you, never take that at face value. Look at their actions, not their words. Look at their vibe, feel their vibe, not their mask. In the same breath, Leo, you have to realize that 95% of people out there are going to take your mask at face value. They are. Most people, unawakened people, they are. People make snap judgments. We categorize each other instantly. You may be like, oh, I'm enlightened, I don't do that. Yeah, you do. You do. You can't stop it. It's your limbic system. It's your reptilian brain, where even me right now, you're categorizing me. You probably have all these subconscious boxes that you're putting me in. You don't even realize you're doing it. So there's a power in understanding first impressions. You know, your teacher, your mommy, everyone told you, Leo, don't judge a book by its cover, but they do it anyway, you do it anyway, and everyone does it anyway. So there's great power in understanding that, but you have to be smart enough to realize that that's actually not the reality. And if you can do those things, this is basically the lesson that you're learning. Intense. With that being said, Leo, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope that you have a great 13th to the 19th. You're definitely learning a lesson about the physical world, and I hope you enjoy it.